Up as we headed up to Megawatt Matt Watson to give us the call on this moto.
And here we go to the first turn. It is with our 125, 12 to 17 BC. Who's going to get that bell helmet's whole shot of work? Gage Stein on the number 12 machine. Hunter Cross in tow. Joshua Reese right behind him. The number 19 of Brandon Ray bringing it. Christopher Blackmer goes to the 5th position while Jeremy Ryan rides in 6th. Larry Rise Jr. in the number 7 position. Justin Kokinos in the 8th ride. Already lots of action. Oh, some riders getting stacked up to the inside right there leading into the 10 Commandments. Varese already out front. Our man Alex Hunter from the AMA is playing spotter for us right now, helping out. And who checking out right now? 20, let's see here, the 24 machine, Varese making it happen. Look at this, a pair of, is that Husqvarna? No, pair of KTMs right behind him as well, trying to get in there and give chase. But right now, it's all about having that clean track. Oh, he pulls the trigger on that sand triple back there. So Varese able to pull the trigger, get that triple out of the way, pulled up a little bit of real estate on these guys, and sure enough, as he heads out of the beach and up over the Rocky Mountain, all things green light go for Joshua Varese right now. Giving chase right now to a bunch of riders that don't want to let this guy get away, working their way into what Rodney Thomas says, the heart of the ranch. I hear the heartbeat right now, and it's the number 24 machine. It is Joshua Varese bringing it down into this tight left-hander. Giving chase, I'm going to believe, let's see here, get a visual. That is the 52 indeed. That's Larry Rise Jr. as they make their way through. So Joshua Varese, he has about 1.45 seconds over Larry Rise Jr. Gage Stein in that 3rd spot. Jeremy Ryan rides in 4th. Brandon Ray in the 5th position. Alexander Vestal in the 6th spot. Wyatt Lebeck closing in the 7th spot. Gage Linville rides 8, checking in 9th. Levi Kitchen, Brock Bennett in the 10th position. Christopher Blackmore rides in that number 11 spot. Justin Kokinos in the 12th position, while Matthew Curler rides in 13th. Grant LaFrance in the 14th spot, rounding out the top 15, Brandon Walder. So just about 1.45 seconds for Varese. But right now, take a look at these guys trying to make a break for it. Still the 52 machine in that 2nd position. Larry Reyes Jr. not letting Varese get away. Varese riding those inside lines, I've noticed, coming out of the short chute, coming out of the commandments, going into the back, trying to keep this as short a track as possible, Rodney. Not using the momentum, not using that momentum, riding the outsides, but making a short track, using the shoot and squirt method, going down in the bottom, giving it a handful, gripping it out, making sure that you have the shortest track possible.
And that's what it's all about. That's how you make the fast laps around the race courses. And speaking of fast laps, here comes Varese now out front on the sand wash out by the Rocky Mountain sweeper turn, of course. And look at how close the riders are. Reyes back that number 2 spot. Your Moto 1 winner, Gage Stein, in the number 3 spot. Jeremy Ryan, Brandon Ray, Alexander Vestal, Wyatt Liebeck, all back there ready to wage war and make some gains. But let's see how lap number 2 are going to treat these riders as we come around for that 2nd lap complete. And as Mike Brown and the rest of those senior 40-plus guys fighters said, the racetrack really developing already this morning into a very challenging course. Technical, as they put it.
And now we're going to get some real true lap times, and look at this, Rodney. 155, 156, 156. That goes back to that racetrack we're talking about. That goes into these conditions this morning. And on that, I want to talk to Alex Hunter real quick. We were just talking about the soil content and the condition. Doesn't mean to cut in on any weeds, but it's relevant to what we got going on, and I don't want to forget about Alan's opinion.
I can tell you what we're talking about, not relevant at all.
Thanks, buddy.
We're talking about this southeast condition, talking about the lap times we're seeing here and how much different they are. And you and I were talking about being just a little more moisture, being a little harder surface.
Yeah, you know, actually the track's a little bit different from previous years from what we've been able to see from our perspective. They put a little less sawdust in it, so it's a little more Texas or Tennessee clay. And the rut's a little bit harder, and the bottom's a little bit harder in the rut. So it's a little bit different from previous years. So it's been kind of cool to watch, you know, when practice they came out, tire selection, and then see it in the first moto, how they're running lines and stuff. So it's been an interesting year because it's a little different from previous years.
You and I talked about, to me, this is 100% regional soil. You have different parts of soil all over the country. You have sandy, hard surfaces down south, sandy, hard surfaces out west, more loam and northeast. So to me, this is true southeast soil.
No, this is a true Tennessee soil, Tennessee bottom soil. You know, I grew up about 2 hours from here. You get into Kentucky, you get a little more red clay. Indiana, it's a little more clay. As you go up north, you get a little more soil. Georgia's a little more red clay. This is kind of a pocket of true topsoil dirt here in central Tennessee. Even like you get over to like Muddy Creek and the topsoil that's over there. So it's cool, you know. But you know, they've been packing sand to it, make it a little more rougher, and to put sawdust in some sections. And I think the sawdust is a little lighter this year, so you have more of that regional Tennessee clay here this weekend.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the different ratios are, but there is a difference in the soil, no doubt about it, and I believe it's affecting the lap times, the consistency of the course over the day, as well as the racing itself.
32-1. That's the consistency.
32-1.
That's
on
the mix.
Sawdust to sand.
Sawdust to sand, 32-1. Little lean on the sand this week.
Alex said lean it out to 40-1 on the sand side. He said, there we go.
No, I like it. You know, everybody, you know, everybody rides this track once a year, and so you've got some athletes that have been here 3 or 4 times. Some athletes like Jet Lawrence is their first time, so it keeps that playing field really even. Because you don't know what it's going to be when you get here. You don't know whether the weather it's going to be, and you don't know what kind of soil they're going to put into it.
Well, I'll tell you what we are getting out of it, though, is great racing. No matter how you break it down, it's bringing us great racing. Varese out front. We've got 3 laps down to Nelson Reyes in second. Jeremy Ryan in third. Moto 1 winner Gage Stein, who was running third, has dropped off to the number 4 spot now. So we've got a real well battle here in this 125 12-17 BC class. Brandon Ray in 5th, Gage Linville. Actually, Linville dropping, let's see, was it Stein or Linville that won Moto number 1? I believe it was Linville. So actually Linville, yeah. I just saw the name Gage. It was actually Linville dropping from 3rd to 6th place. So Linville has really had his work cut out for him here in this second Moto for whatever reason. He's back in that 6th place spot. He is about 3 seconds out of a top 5 right now, so he's got some work to get done here on lap 4. We'll see if he makes it happen as our leaders checking in. There's Gage Stein coming around. There is the was that the 47, Levi Kitchen making a few passes there? No, I thought I must have misread that number, but wow, if it was Levi Kitchen, that's another rider we can keep an eye on back there in the number 7 spot.
Oh no.
Joshua Varese nearly getting stuck in the rut there by the billboard. That goes to show you how deep it's already starting to get, but as it keeps getting deeper, it's going to get wider as the day progresses also, so that's going to be a big line to drop down in and drop back and push back up out of.
I want to ask Alex about another trend you and I have picked up on. Alex, we're noticing fast laps coming at the end of the race. We're noticing fastest lap. Now, this one happens to be lap 3. We're 4 laps in right now, but we're noticing lap 7, 8. These guys putting fastest lap in. Is that just how much they've raised the training level? Does that have anything to do with the track? What do you think is really leading to that trend? Because normally, just like now, you're going to see that fast lap, 2nd, 3rd lap. But Rodney, how many times are we seeing fast lap 7, 8, lap 9?
Right. I mean, it has been untraditional to see that this year.
I will say that, you know, I think all of those things are play into that part, but I just think it's the depth of the talent. You're going to have to throw down a lap at the end of the moto to finish your moto off. It's not the guy who can get out front, sprint, and go away. It's a guy who can actually, or guy or girl, that can actually throw down the lap all 10 laps.
You're right about that, too.
All these kids, you know, they're conditioned to get down here and do this, so I believe the mental aspect comes in a little bit. Who wants it to most that late in a race? Like you said, you got to make that move, but you know what? I'm going to do it all 10 laps like we saw Kaufman do.
Yeah.
Just absolutely incredible.
Consistency is what pays off.
It's been super impressive, man. There's so much talent at this level. You know, I go to a lot of events through the year. You know, I was talking to little Joshua Varese earlier in the year at Mammoth, and he's on a program. He's doing things. He's training. It's impressive, you know, and all the kids have, and going to the regionals and I get out to a lot of these things and see them, and it's they're definitely stepping up the game. The spectrum keeps getting further and further and wider because of the talent.
I got to agree with you 100%. We've talked about that talent level just all week long, increasing no matter what the class. And Alex, love having you up here in the booth with you. Hope you hang out with us the rest of the afternoon, the rest of the week as well. Love having your input. But Rodney, what's going on?
Well, the gauges are going at it right now is what's going on. Gage Stein right now under pressure from Gage Linville as they come into the Bell Moto hole shot forest into the short shoots. Now we roll, and right on the rear wheel now of the number 12 is the number 40 of Gage Linville. That was your Moto 1 winner. And look at this on the outside as we head to the Cometic corner. It's going to be a side-by-side drag race, and unless we can get the triple out of this one by the number 40 of Gage Linville, we're not going to see a pass. And hey, he didn't triple, but it looks like he still made the pass. Or did he? Yes, he does. One of the very few riders I've seen not pulling that big trigger there toward the end of that 10 Commandments. Gage Linville still able to make that pass over Gage Stein as we go into the Storyland.
Well, it just depends on where you are, Rodney, whether you want to pull that trigger or not. And I can tell you, if you're not in position to do it, it won't pay off by any means.
Yeah, exactly. Risk versus reward, I guess, in a lot of circumstances like that. Joshua Varese checking in with a 156.9 on lap number 5. His fast lap on lap 3 was a 154.2. So still staying consistent by a couple of seconds there, but a 7.8 second lead over Larry Reyes. Jeremy Ryan still in the number 3 spot, but Ryan moving up. I believe that we may see a pass attempt made on Reyes here by Ryan. The big question is, will he be able to get around Reyes? Catching the rider and passing the rider are two totally different things. And here's that battle on TV right now. And on the outside, Ryan going, but Reyes able to shut the door as they come by the finish line now.
That was an impressive move right there. He defended that line. He got in there. He squared him up. And look at this. Holy cow. Jeremy Ryan, tenacious, going to the inside, trying to set himself up to take that line, and he does. He makes Reyes move, takes the line away from him, hooks up, and look at this. One more time. The 22 machine coming out of the billboards in the lead.
Mercy.
In second place, let's put it that way.
Well, in the lead of this battle. I know what you were saying there. So Larry Reyes under pressure from Jeremy Ryan. This is the battle for the number 2 spot. Heading down the short shoots now toward that Cometic corner. It is still that 52 of Reyes. No, the 22 has gotten around. Jeremy Ryan has solidified the second place spot. Reyes now dropping off to the number 3 position as they roll through the 10 Commandments. Back behind Ryan now, a hard-charging Gage Linville, number 40, who just made the pass on Gage Stein a few moments ago and is now laying chase to look forward to a top 3 overall to try to put himself and keep himself in championship contention after a Moto 1 win.
Yeah, ultimately that is the goal here. It's that race management. You got to know where you're at for the week, where you're at for the moto. But I tell you, the intensity level right now between these two guys, off the charts. That number 22 machine, Jeremy Ryan, inside, outside, hanging off the rear fender of that thing through the Commandments just a moment ago, letting it skip through the beach right now. This guy, look, a quick check over the shoulder, man, to make sure that Reyes was at bay, but not for long. That guy's coming. He's charging around the outside, trying to keep the momentum up. And, Rodney, there's almost 6.5 minutes left in this thing.
Still plenty of time to go as Joshua Varese now checking in here at the finish line. A 156 lap time last time around, a near 10-second lead over the rest of the field. Lap 7 yields a 157.025 for the number 24 KTM rider. Here comes your second and third place rides. The 22 now of Jeremy Ryan, the 52 of Larry Reyes, 158.3 for Ryan, a 2-minute flat .331 for Reyes. The gap now 1.6 seconds between second and third, and in 11.5 seconds now up to Josh Varese, the number 1 spot for Jeremy Ryan. Now checking back into the 4th place position, the number 40 of Gage Linville, 157 lap time, pulls him to within 2.8 seconds of Reyes for the number 3 position. So we're about ready to see another battle shape up, and there he is, Gage Linville coming into the camera angle in that battle for the number 2 spot that we're watching Ryan Reyes battle for right now.
Yeah, Linville making himself part of this battle. There's no question about that. He's going to get up there. He wants a podium position, needs a podium position, and just starting to see him in the camera shot back there, as you mentioned.
That looked like a triple-double if I counted that right for Reyes, but he wasn't able to yield much out of that as far as making any time up on the 22 machine of Jeremy Ryan. Ryan still maintaining the number 2 spot. Linville still maintaining a steady pace of closing that gap up on the 3rd place of Reyes now. Heading around the old waterworks past the Moose trailer now. It is still Ryan leading that 2nd place battle, but Reyes and Linville about to, I think, wage war for that 3rd place position. Reyes is about to go into defense mode as Linville is charging hard and fast right now.
Yeah, Reyes going to have to protect it. The momentum seems to be with Linville as we speak. You know the pit boards are flying right now. Probably 2 laps left in this one, Rodney, so it's probably going to be a 10-lap race. You know time is of the essence right now. Under 5 minutes ago tells me, like I said, we're going to be right about 10 laps. Got to get up there, got to make the move. Still have something left in the tank. If you can get up there and do it while you've still got a little bit left, you might be able to defend easier.
Well, Linville is closer to Reyes than Reyes is to Ryan, so it looks like the battle is starting to heat up for 3rd place, and Jeremy Ryan may be getting a little bit of breathing room, at least for the moment, as Gage Linville continues to close up on Larry Reyes for the number 3 position after 8, a 159.5 and a 157.5. Another 2 seconds gain, 0.867 seconds separating the 3rd and 4th place rides as they come around behind the billboard now and heading to the Bell Moto Whole Shot Forest.
Man, I'm impressed with Linville. Look at him. He's stalking, dude. The guy is not getting overly aggressive. He's not blowing lines. He's not riding over his head by any means. He's playing real smart right now. He's in attack position. First of all, let these 2 guys wear each other down just a bit. We've still got a couple laps in this one. If that doesn't happen, you've got a little more left in the tank, and you know exactly where these guys are going. Look at him using that inside right there. Both of those guys going outside, and here it comes.
Well, it looks like that he made the pass at least momentarily. Don't think he's going to make it stick, but Gage Linville is right there in striking distance. And as you said, your 2nd place ride of Jeremy Ryan making a little bit of a mistake there going into Storyland Megawatt.
Look at this, Rodney. They're going to be on him here. Look at this. With that inside line, these guys are closer than they've been the
Linville
whole
up
race.
to 3rd. Linville is shaking over the number 3 spot, and now all over the rear wheel, the 22, the 2 KTMs coming into the Rocky Mountain ATVM sweeper turn. We may see another pass happening about right now.
Look at this. Holding that inside, waiting that outside peg right in front of the crowd. Look at this. Checks him up. Checks him up. Great move. Total clean move. That's racing right there. Came in, took possession of the line, squared him up, and look at that. The number 40 machine, Gage Linville, as we predicted, knew, got the pit board. Now's the time to go. Sat back there and studied these guys and got a twofer.
Yes, he did. Moving from 4th into 2nd and regaining control of this championship here in this 125 12 to 17 BC class. I'm headed down to the podium. I'm going to congratulate our top 3 overall. And wow, what a great moto for this 125 BC class.
I told everybody I love this class, and that is why right there. When we talk about intensity level, these guys absolutely bringing it. So much on the line for these young, new to the ranch, that type of thing. And as we can see, our 125 12 to 17 not disappointing. White flag coming out next time around. 22 Reyes. Or I'm sorry, 22 Ryan putting that thing on the rear wheel, working his way through right now. He's up into a podium position. But I can tell you, the guy on the move with that number 40, Gage Linville, a masterful race. Look at this, already pulling a gap over top of Ryan and Reyes Jr. Varese out there, he's enjoying a comfortable 15-second lead. He just needs to play it smart right now, go into race management mode. Make sure that we put a W in the books right here. But Gage Linville making a statement, man. Early in the race or late in the race, this guy's going to charge and he's going to bring it. Holy cow.
Well, Megawatt, remember that overcast we were talking about? Mr. Sunshine has burned that off, and we're starting to see the heat come on now here at Loretta Lynn's once again. Definitely need to find my Oakley eyewear here pretty soon.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, starting to get bright out there for sure. Going to make sure everybody has their sunscreen on this afternoon. Want to make sure you got the kids all covered up. And like you said, if you haven't done so, go get some eyewear down there from the guys at Oakley. Amazing styles, amazing technology and lenses down there. There's something for everybody. So if you haven't done so yet, work your way down there and get the latest in eyewear. But right now, take a look at this. Joshua Varese, 16.6 on the white flag lap. Gage Linville in that second position. He has just about 2 seconds over Jeremy Ryan. Larry Reyes Jr. still riding in that fourth position. Wyatt Lebec comes around in 10th. But what an intense battle. And this one's not over yet. I can tell you right now, the 52, Larry Reyes Jr., he is all over Jeremy Ryan, trying to make it happen here on the last lap. It's the 52 versus the 22. 52 goes high, 22 goes low. Into the short chute these guys go. Not playing follow the leader whatsoever, but I can tell you Gage Linville just far enough ahead. Not going to be a factor in the battle between these. Oh, and he makes a big mistake, the number 22, Jeremy Ryan. That could have been the move right there. Got cross-rutted, feet came off the pegs, and all of a sudden there's a new third place. It looks like Larry Reyes Jr. definitely making the move. The 52 getting around the 22 right there before the entrance to the 10 Commandments. Joshua Rees now making his way back out past the waterworks out of the forest, and I can tell you the intensity level off the charts here in the second half of this 125cc's 12 to 17 BC. Jeremy Ryan, Larry Reyes Jr. locked in a battle. Gage Linville able to come out on top of a three-way battle there on the second to last lap. But right now, it's all about the 52. Larry Reyes trying to put it together, make a charge, get up another spot. But they're looking at the podium right now, Varese, Linville, and Reyes Jr. Checkered flag is out. These guys making their way down to the podium right now, and I got to tell you, that was as good as it gets right there, folks. An unbelievable three-way battle for about 3 laps with Gage Linville, Jeremy Ryan, and Larry Reyes. And this one really come down to just a couple small mistakes. Varese making no mistakes whatsoever. Excellent moto for Varese. Put it together, hit all his spots, comes out with about a 20-second lead. Gage Linville, can't say enough about his heart. That guy charged and charged and charged for about 8 laps, got himself up into the second position. And then Reyes Jr. and Jeremy Ryan, thought Jeremy Ryan possibly threw it away there just before the 10 Commandments, cross-rutted, let the number 52 Reyes by just momentarily, but gathered that thing up, and sure enough, back at it.
So Jeremy got third place?
No, Larry Reyes Jr. third place.
Okay, wow, that was a heck of a battle. Another one of those great ones out there. But I tell you, the one that probably had the easiest ride of them all, and it sure looked easy anyway, but he didn't have any pressure applied to it because he was able to get out in front of all that madness and mayhem, is this guy right here, Josh Varese, ladies and gentlemen, taking the Moto win here in this second Moto of the 125 BC class. Joshua, man, I know that was textbook right there.
Yeah, I knew I had to get off to a good start to get out front pretty quick so I can kind of just start working on my own race. And I got off to a decent start, got into second around the second corner, got into first, and just look forward, don't worry about who is behind me, and just trying to hit my lines as smooth as possible.
So how's this set you up for the third Moto? You think you're in pretty good position as far as this championship is concerned?
Yeah, I really hope so. I'm hoping I can go from here on out on top of the box, so we'll keep doing what we're doing and stay positive.
That's it, man. I love your positive mental attitude. You've got a great one, Josh, and it's a lot of fun watching you ride down here this week, and I'm sure your sponsors are feeling the same way.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Lord for keeping me safe, my mom and dad, little brother, KTM Orange Brigade, Grandma, Grandpa, my trainer Nate Ramsey, Hope on a Rope, JSON.com, Free the Peeps, Mr. Business, Scott, Liat, Thor, Alpine Star, FMF, Motion Pro, Nihilo, OGO, DT1, Pro Taper, Chirby's, ASV Inventions, Dunlop, Twisted Development, and just everyone else I forgot. Thanks.
All righty, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Verrees taking the Moto 2 win, and that's gold for him, setting him in a great position for the national championship in this 125 BC class. Oops, sorry about that. I'll move out of the way. Photos being taken. Thinking all about me, man. I'm sorry. It's all about me. It's all about these guys right here. So let's bring up our silver medal award winner. He took the Moto 1 win and certainly fought his way up into a great position there to finish up. How about it for the number 40 of Gage Linville? Gage, stellar performance, and that, my friend, was a championship ride. You had your work cut out for you from the early part of that one.
Yeah, I didn't get off to a great start, but I tried to make quick passes and just tried to ride my own race and settle for second.
Man, you almost got yourself basically got 2 passes in a row. We saw you work through the pack. You got up to 4th, and right there you were, and you snaked your way around 2 guys real fast.
Yeah, I just tried to ride the edges of the track and try to make more passes.
And it worked out for you. Who do you want to say thanks to?
The good Lord for keeping me safe, my mom and dad, Fox 100%, JMS, David Walls, MTF for everything they do, Roost MX, Factory Connection, FMF, and everybody else. Thank you.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Gage Linville going 1-2 so far here at Loretta Lynn's as he's looking to take a national championship. And how about it for our 3rd place position finisher, Larry Reyes, able to pull off that 3rd spot. It was questionable. Had his work cut out for him, but you know, these are the races and the rides that memories are made from. And these are the ones that you remember how hard it is to make things happen and whenever you can overcome. How about it one more time, Larry Reyes, folks? We'll let these guys go and then we'll talk. They're heading out on their specialized sight lap right now. And almost all of them are gone. Okay, there we go. So, Larry, man, sure didn't make it easy for that 3rd place, did they?
Yeah, no, it was hard. I had to push the whole way, and I was starting to get a little tired at the end, and but I just kept pushing.
So take me through those last few laps. I saw that you dropped back to that number 4 spot. I'm sure a little shaken there when Gage come by and kind of discombobulated things, but you quickly got yourself back in order, it looked like.
Yeah, Jeremy made a mistake over there in the corner. I was just trying to pressure him the whole way. Hopefully he made a mistake, and he made one, and I capitalized.
Well, there you go. Got yourself up here on the podium, got a bronze medal, and some folks you'd like to say thanks to.
Yeah, first off, I want to thank Javier Elisar for giving me a great motor. Dunlop for hooking up on the start. Roger at 7, my mom and dad, my sister, Garnay, Dave at Scott, Revo, Mika Metals, and my mom's playing right now. Everybody else I've got to thank. Thank you.
There you go. Larry Reyes, ladies and gentlemen, taking 3rd place in Moto Bronze here in this 125 BC class. Proud of that one, no doubt about it, and getting the photos taken. And we're going to bring our Whole Shot Award winner up here. I believe Gage Stein can start making his way on over. A little bit of a down look and face. We got long face, if you will, coming up here. But, hey, I know he had a lot of great expectations with a great start like that. But how about it? Put your hands together for Gage Stein, ladies and gentlemen, grabbing the Bell Whole Shot Award and picking yourself up $100 there from Bell. Man, way to go. Way to get the race started out there.
Yup, just got off to a good start and just try to hold my own and do the best I could.
So with that, you finished still, what, top 5, 4th place, something like that?
Yeah, top 5, like top 10, pretty good. Just got a little tired. Come back next one and do better.
There you go, man. Still looking good as far as a solid overall top 10 performance for 2019. So there's a lot of people that get excited about that, and a lot of them are probably your sponsors and supporters.
Yep, I like the Calhan MX, Evos, 919 Design, Mom and Dad, and JT Motorsports, and Factory Connection. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Gage Stein taking $100 for the Bell Whole Shot Award.